What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? How y'all doing? We got another breaking story here for you guys. So make sure y'all tap into the live and we're going to get into this one. Some people saying a second lawsuit. Even me, myself, I didn't believe it until I did the research, but it sounds like it's true, guys. So make sure y'all tap into the live. Let me know where y'all are coming in from. And we're gonna get into this one, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Somebody said lawsuit in 5. Oh my God, people are funny. He said lawsuit in 5. Let's give it another minute. We're gonna get into it. Let's get these likes up. That's exactly what I said. What the F? I thought it was a lie. I honestly thought it was a lie. Costa Rica in the building, Bronx in the building. Is that what else we got? Pennsylvania, I see you. Guyana in the building. What else we got? Duval and Duval. Where else? Miami, VA, California. Shout out to Texas, Boston. I see y'all. He said, Charles, you got to be kidding. I wish I was. Okay, so shout out to everybody in this live. So I get a notification here from Mitch that works with us. He says, Shannon Sharpe got hit with a second lawsuit. I'm like, this is impossible. And then he sends me the video, and I want to give the person credit where it's due, Ticket TV. Shout out to Ticket TV, man. He like the Adrian Wojnarowski of the independent space. Upstate New York, Dallas. I see y'all. What up? Let's get these likes up. So I see Ticket TV talking about it. I'm like, there's no way. So I asked Mitch to send me the link, but I guess he didn't see my message. So I start looking for it, and I find 2 sources. So we got the first source that I want to pin for y'all in the comment section. And this is from this. Yo, this is crazy. So we got a second lawsuit for $20 million. Let me pin it in the comment section. It's right there. So this is from the Sun. And let me read it for y'all. It says, emotional distress. Shannon Sharpe sued for $20 million. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. It says emotional distress. Shannon Sharpe sued for $20 million after ESPN star shamed woman over flirty vid with Usher and wrongly said husband left her. Jesus Lord. Shannon Sharpe is being sued for $20 million after the former ESPN star shamed the woman. In the court documents exclusively obtained by The Sun, the woman, Jamalita Tillman, is suing Sharpe as well as his nightcap co-host Chad Johnson and the podcast's production company Shay Media. It says Shannon Sharpe has found himself again in legal hot water after a woman accused him of defamation and has sued him for $20 million. Now, what I want to do quickly is I want to get the article on my phone so I can show it to y'all, because sometimes people be thinking I'm capping. So let me just get the article on my phone so y'all can see it. Let me just give me a second. Let me email it to myself. And I'm going to pull it up so y'all can see it, because I like to do these lives where I can show y'all. This is a true story, guys. This is a true damn story. I can't even believe it my damn self. So I'm going to, let me see if the article will come in a few minutes. All right, in a few moments. Anyway, so Shannon Sharpe is being sued for $20 million. Not only him, okay, I got it, but Chad Johnson. Okay, so let's pull up the article so you guys can see it here. Okay, so this is it here. Emotional distress. This is from The Sun, and some other places are reporting it as well. It says, emotional distress. Shannon Sharpe sued for $20 million after ESPN star shamed woman over flirty vid with Usher and wrongfully said husband left her. Hold on, let's continue on. It says, in court documents exclusively obtained by The Sun, the woman, Jamalita Tillman, is suing Sharpe as well as his nightcap co-host Chad Johnson and the podcast production company Shay Media. It then continues on. Shannon Sharpe has found himself in a little bit hot water accused, and then it goes on to the details. So this is the woman here. And this is Usher. Do they have another photo? Oh, what did I just do? Okay, yeah. So let me continue on. Yes. Hold on. Let me just continue it on. It says Jamalita went viral after her interaction with Usher at a concert. However, she says Sharpe claimed on his podcast she was married despite her being single. It says the woman claims the host knowingly propagated a false narrative about her marital status in court papers. Sharpe, who's 57, just settled a $50 million lawsuit with the woman who accused him of R. And he was officially let go from his ESPN job on Wednesday. In Tillman's complaint, she explained on April 2nd of 2025, I participated in a fan engagement moment at an Usher Raymond concert where I interacted with the artist as a selected audience member. The interaction quickly went viral after fans noted the intensity between Tillman and Usher in the fun moment. Let me continue on. It says, following this event, the defendants made and disseminated false and defamatory statements suggesting that I was married and that my husband was filing for divorce due to my participation in this audience experience. I am not married, nor am I currently going through a divorce. She went on to explain I was not married at the time of the fan participation moment during the Usher concert. The defendants' false narratives were shared widely across their platforms, reaching millions of followers. Viral spread and refutation efforts, despite my clear and public reputation of the false narrative. It then says, here we go. Jesus, Lord, help us all. It says, the woman who is a global director for the Harold Washington Cultural Center said she even went on national media shows to refute the allegations from ESPN's First Take star that she was a married woman. Oh my Lord. Yo, let's just pause. We got a Dusty in the comment section. Yo, who wants to be a moderator? Who wants to be a moderator here? Who wants to be a moderator? Let me give you a wrench real quick. Let me give you a wrench. Hold on one second. Now, one of my moderators is not in here, so let me just put you as a moderator. Yo, block anybody that's posting nonsense, posting their channels and all of that stuff. Block them immediately, please. Please, just block them immediately. I'm gonna read it again for the new people that just came in. Let me just finish. It says, despite that she alleged the defendants continued to post the defamatory content across the social media, I made numerous efforts to contact defendants to request the removal of this false narrative, but the requests were disregarded. The single mother added that the false statements have caused significant harm to my character and reputation. She further argued their continued dissemination of these false statements after I publicly clarified my marital status demonstrates a reckless disregard for the truth. Here we go. Tillman further alleged the ongoing misinformation has resulted in emotional distress for the plaintiff, damaged her reputation, and adversarially affected her personal and professional relationships. Here it goes. Here's the meat of potatoes. The Chicago native who previously homeschooled daughter received a doctorate while still a teenager. Good Lord, that's impressive. A doctorate, is seeking $20 million in damages. The U.S. Sun has reached out to Sharpe's attorney for comment. In a conversation with the U.S. Sun, Tillman added, we've been in communication with the legal team of Shay Media, who was also representing Shannon Sharpe. They're looking to resolve this matter quickly and will probably have more to share upon our next conversation. The lawsuit, yo, this is madness. This is absolute madness. This is complete insanity. What is going on here? Even if you're not a Shannon Sharpe fan, this is madness. Like, what in the world is actually going on? For the new people that just came into the live, I'm gonna go through the notes again, the story again. Just let me get my thoughts off, and I'll also share it in the comment section for you guys. Just let me share it right now. Boom. There it is. This is craziness. The guy just got let go of from ESPN this week, which has major implications on his earnings. Not just because of what they paid him on the network, which I don't know and I don't care, but also the visibility and the doors it opened for him just by being on ESPN and having a show. Then he had to settle out of court with this 19, 20-year-old OnlyFans model for reported $23 million. This is all happening within like the last 4 weeks. And then now today, after finding out yesterday that Shannon Sharpe lost his employment, his job at ESPN, he now gets hit with a second lawsuit for $20 million over defamation. And the person that's suing seems to be a credible person. This ain't no like some lady that just walking down the road and saw a moment like, oh, okay. Nah, this seems to be a real person, an educated person that's filing this complaint. So, oh my God, I can't even keep up with these stories, man. Hey guys, let's try to get these likes up to 500 likes, guys. Let's get these likes up to 500 likes. And let me read this story for you guys again. Okay. So we're reporting this from the U.S. Sun, from the Sun. I also want to give credit to Ticket TV because he's the first person that I found out. If I didn't hear from Ticket TV, I would not have known this. So shout out to him. Anyway, it starts off with this headline saying, emotional distress. Shannon Sharpe sued for $20 million after ESPN star shamed woman over flirty video with Usher and wrongly said her husband left her. Let's continue on. It says, in court documents exclusively obtained by the U.S. Sun, the woman, Jamalita Tillman, is suing Sharpe as well as his nightcap co-host, Chad Johnson, and the podcast production company, Shay Media. It then says, so this is the woman here. This is the woman here. I think we all saw this video, or some of us saw this video, and that's Usher. Okay, so this is the incident that's being referred to in this article. It then continues on. It says, the woman claims the host knowingly propagated a false narrative about her marital status in court papers. Sharpe, who's 57, just settled a $50 million lawsuit with a woman who accused him of R, and he was officially let go from his ESPN job on Wednesday. In Tillman's complaint, let me just see the super chat. Kat and Monique tried to warn him. They smell blood and they're trying to break him. Appreciate the super chat. It says, in Tillman's complaint, she explained on April 2nd, 2025, I have participated in a fan engagement moment at Usher Raymond's concert where I interacted with the artist as a selected audience member. It says, the interaction quickly went viral after fans noted the intensity between Tillman and Usher in the fun moment. It then continues on. Following the event, the defendants made and disseminated false and defamatory statements suggesting that I was married and that my husband was filing for divorce due to my participation in this audience experience. I am not married, nor am I currently going through a divorce. She went on to explain, I was not married at the time of the fan participation moment during the Usher concert. The defendants' false narratives were shared widely across their platforms, reaching millions of followers. Viral spread and refutation, I don't know what that word is, efforts, despite my clear and public reputation and false narrative. It then continues on. Now get this part. Guys, get this part. This is the crazy part. The woman, who is a global director for Harold Washington Cultural Center, said she even went on national media shows to refute the allegations from ESPN First Take star that she was a married woman. It continues on. Despite that, she alleged, the defendants continue to post defamatory content across their social media platforms. I made numerous efforts to contact the defendants to request the removal of this false narrative, but these requests were disregarded. It says, the single mother added that the false statements have caused significant harm to my character and reputation. She further argued their continued dissemination of false statements after I publicly clarified my marital status demonstrates a reckless disregard for the truth. Now, here's the part, right? Here it goes. Here's the part. The Chicago native who previously homeschooled daughter received her doctorate while she was still a teenager is seeking a 20 million in damages. The U.S. Sun has reached out to Sharpe's attorney for comment. In a conversation with the U.S. Sun, Tillman added, "We've been in communication with the legal team of Shay Media, oh my lord, who is also representing Shannon Sharpe. They're looking to resolve this matter quickly and will probably have more to share upon our next conversation." I don't know what to say no more, bro. Let me read this. When the video of her came out last year, how come she didn't respond to what other content creators besides Shannon Sharpe said? This is a fair question. Whoever left this comment, Divine. This is a fair question. These are all fair questions. All I'm doing is just reporting to this damn story. I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is that a lot of people scolded me on this channel, and rightfully so, that after Shannon Sharpe settled that case, I was like, oh, well, this is good for Shannon. This is what I was saying. It's good because now this is behind him. He's going to be able to work at ESPN again. So it's good. Good stuff. Good stuff. And my audience said to me, they said, Charles, are you dumb? This is what people were telling me in the audience. They're like, bro, you missed the boat. You missed the boat. I'm like, what did I miss? They're like, because he settled so quickly after he went out there and said that I'm going to fight this thing tooth and nail. They're going to get hit with a lawsuit, blah, 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 blah. He then went and settled. So they said by him settling, it now opened him up to get sued again. That's to answer your question. So now, not saying that her gripe is not legitimate or her complaint is not legitimate. Nobody's saying that. But what I'm saying is he's now like the vultures are flying in, man. The elephant just fell. So all of the vultures and the hyenas and all of the jackals, they're all coming for a piece. Right or wrong, that's what's happening. He said, why y'all so mad? I ain't mad. I don't care. I'm just reporting the story. I'm not mad at all. I'm just reporting the story. This is craziness. This is craziness. For the new people coming in, let me post the article in the comment section again. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me see if I can pin it to the top so I don't have to keep doing this, because I know there are going to be some dumbass people in the comments saying, oh, clickbait. Oh, clickbait. He making it up. Clickbait. So let me just post it right there in case you got some people that's going to be questioning whether or not I'm making up this story. This is crazy. This is crazy. How much money do these people think Shannon Sharpe has? They're suing Shannon Sharpe like as if he Diddy or somebody. Or like they suing Jay-Z or somebody. How much money do these people think this guy got? Would they want him to show up on his show without a shirt on his back, wearing the same drawers he's been wearing for the last? They want him to be that broke? Like, goodness Lord. They're trying to take everything off this dude's back. Not to say that she doesn't have a legitimate gripe. Nobody's saying that. But they want this dude to walk in there with shoes that's laughing and everything. This is crazy. So I'm going to read it one more time. I think I saw a lady in there just post. I think, was it a woman that just wrote this? She said, I don't care. Pay up. Was it a woman? I think I saw somebody said, I don't care. Pay up. I think that's what I saw. All right, let me go back to the beginning of the article for you guys here. So this is from the U.S. Sun. Okay, this is from the U.S. Sun. And I want to read it for y'all one more time. So this is the news here. It says emotional distress. Shannon Sharpe sued for $20 million after ESPN star shamed woman over flirty viral vid with Usher and wrongfully said it was her husband. They left her husband. It says in court documents exclusively obtained by the Sun, the woman Jamalita is suing Shannon Sharpe as well as Nightcap co-host Chad Johnson and the podcast production company Shay Media. It then says, this is the lady here. Okay, for people wondering, this is the lady here. Okay, and that's the incident that's being referred to. It then says, the woman claims the host knowingly propagated a false narrative about her marital status in court papers. Sharpe, who's 57, just settled a $50 million lawsuit with the woman who accused him of R and was officially let go from his ESPN job on Wednesday. In Tillman's complaint, she explained, on April 2nd of 2025, I participated in a fan engagement moment at an Usher Raymond concert where I interacted with the artist as a selected audience member. The interaction quickly went viral after fans noted the intensity between the woman and Usher. Now, I want to get to the main part here. Let me get to the main part because I already read a lot of this. I don't want to read it again. So it says, the Chicago native who previously homeschooled daughter received her doctorate while still a teenager is seeking $20 million in damages. The U.S. Sun has reached out to Sharpe's attorney for comment. In a conversation with the Sun, Tillman added, we've been in communication with the legal team of Shay Media, who was also representing Shannon Sharpe. They're looking to resolve this matter quickly, and we will probably have more to share upon our next conversation. And it just goes on to say some other stuff there. So this is the news. This is the news, guys. I've never seen anything like what I'm seeing right now. I have never seen anything like this before. And I've never seen anything like this before happen to one person. You know, I've never seen it before. For this guy to be going through this right now, like, this is crazy. You know, it's crazy. So now this guy is getting hit with another 20 minutes. So what does this all mean? No, it ain't no non-story. This ain't no non-story, bro. We're not going to do the Gilbert Arenas thing where the federal government tries to indict you and you start dancing off and act like it's a non. No, this is a real story. Didn't you see the part where they said they've been in communication with Shay Media's legal team? This ain't no. Let's not get into that nonsense. It's a real story. Now, whether or not it goes anywhere is something else. Gilbert Arenas, who I thought, man, I'm worried for this guy. This is a serious thing. And I'll see him dancing out of a courtroom and people are laughing with him like, oh, ha, ha, oh, ha, ha, Gil, you're so funny. Ha, ha. Really? Is it funny? Is it funny? Is it funny? If it was you, would it be funny? If it was your son, would it be funny? So why is it funny now? Y'all be entertaining too much nonsense, man. Y'all be entertaining way too much nonsense and underplaying foolishness. There's nothing. This ain't no, oh, whatever. It's no big deal. It's a big deal. If somebody's suing you, it's a big deal. Whether it's true or not is real. It's a real deal. It's a real deal. I couldn't believe that video when I saw it yesterday. I'm like, what is this going on here? What? Dancing? I couldn't believe it. 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 I'm like, really? Of all the things to laugh at, this is what we're laughing at? So what this tells me is this, guys, is that you got to be careful what you say out there. And I possibly believe, based on what this thing is saying, is that if it is true that Shannon, in fact, was propagating this misinformation, and if it is true, because she said they tried to contact them to get them to stop, to no avail, then it must mean that for them to talk about it, all right, bro, this dude, all right, I tried to tolerate this dude, but you acting like a, nah, it's enough. So enough of this dude. So it means that the people that probably choose topics for him to talk about probably didn't vet the story well. That's probably what happened there, that they didn't vet the story well. There's so many times we want to go live and we'll see a story and I'm like, hold on. Is it true? Is there a source? Is a credible source reporting this or not? If we can't get it from a credible source, then we're going to report it. So there has to be some due diligence there. I also think there's going to be an uptick of a lot of people getting sued, especially if you put out misinformation and you knowingly do so with prejudice. Now, that doesn't mean you can't get a story wrong here and there. Everybody's been known to get a story wrong here and there. But if you do this consistently, you will get sued. Like after this Diddy case, I think a lot of content creators are going to get sued. I think a lot of them are going to get sued. A lot of them are going to get sued. Even some of the biggest ones are going to get sued. I believe so. Because he's already suing major companies who produced documentaries on him. There were whole companies, I think Netflix, a few others, the Diddler, or whatever the hell it was. He sued them. He sued them for defamation. Like, what is this? So people need to be careful. Now, in terms of Shannon getting hit with a second lawsuit, bro, I don't know, man. Maybe Shannon got people from his village that are after him, man. And the people that understand what I just said will understand it. If people don't understand it, those people won't understand. Maybe Shannon Sharpe got some people in his village that are after him. Some of y'all will get that. Some of y'all will not get that. But that's probably what's going on here, because this is crazy. This is crazy. Who has this kind of bad luck consecutively? Like, who has it? Who has to pay $20 million, then loses their job, then get hit with another lawsuit? You have people that are after you. What? Man, I'll be sleeping in the church. Something is going on. All of this against one person? Nah, bro. It's not normal. It's not normal. It's not normal. Somebody said Perkins is a jerk. I don't know what you're referring to there. I would have to. Diddy was worse. Yes, I agree. He says unreal, right? It's crazy. So this is the report, guys. I'm not going to read through the whole thing. I'll just read the key parts. The report is from the U.S. Sun. It says emotional distress. Shannon Sharpe is sued for $20 million after ESPN star shamed woman over flirty vid with Usher and wrongfully said husband left her. This is madness. It said in court documents exclusively obtained by the U.S. Sun, the woman Jamalita is suing Sharpe as well as his nightcap co-host Chad Johnson and the podcast production company Shay Media. So she's saying that story that those guys propagated was fake. This is the woman here, and this is the incident in question. This is it right here. What y'all are seeing right here. Now I want to go quickly to the part here about I want to get to the major details. It goes, following this event, the defendants made disseminated false and defamatory statements suggesting that I was married and that my husband was filing for divorce due to my participation in this audience experience. I am not married, nor am I currently going through a divorce. And then it goes on a few more things. It says that the woman herself, there's a part where they talk about where she's employed. So she's employed at, because I don't want to read this entire article again. Okay, I can't find it. I forgot where she's employed by. So she's suing them for $20 million, basically. All right. Now, this is a little bit crazy because now we're entering in a slippery slope. Because if you can get sued pretty much now these days for anything, then I'm thinking about it. What happens in a situation where, let's say you're at a comedy event, okay, and somebody makes fun of you, like you're sitting in the front row and the comedian is making fun of you. Oh man, you got a crazy shirt. Like, just start making fun of you, right? And they saying things obviously that are not true about you. But somebody clips that moment, it goes viral. Are you all of a sudden going to sue that comedian for defamation because he made fun of you and said something that's not true? I mean, is this where we're going? I don't know, because she's saying this thing had an impact on her. That's what she said. I mean, I don't want to read this whole article because I read it like 3 times. She said she made many efforts and requests. Now, she did say this. She said, I made numerous efforts to contact the defendants to request the removal of this false narrative, but the requests were disregarded. The single mother added that the false statements have caused significant harm to my character and reputation. Okay. It then says, Yeah, and it then says that there was a part where they talk about, yeah. So this is the woman here. It says this woman, the woman who is a global director for the Harold Washington Cultural Center, said she even went on national media shows to refute the allegations from the ESPN First Take star that she was a married woman. So this woman is upset with the fact that they are saying that she was married and her husband left her. But in fact, she wasn't married, which means that her husband could have never left her. And she tried to tell them to take down that video. I'm assuming her position, it may have affected her position where she works as a director of the Harold Washington Cultural Center. I can get that part. I can get how that can affect you. I understand that part. I get that, right? I get that part. Let's not just, I get that. If I work at a place and something like that happens and a certain thing is being said about me and I'm a director, I can get how that can reflect poorly on me. I get that. She also went on various shows, and I can't verify that because I didn't see the shows, to refute these claims. Right now, she's seeking $20 million for defamation. Now, the thing is, if this case gets settled, then we are entering a whole new realm. Because now you can't even crack jokes on people no more. Now, I didn't see the video that she is referring to in terms of Shannon Sharpe. I didn't see what they had to say. I remember this story. I definitely remember this story. We never covered it because it's not our cup of tea. But somebody said fired for what? No, I didn't say she'll get fired. No. I didn't say she'll get fired. I say it may just reflect poorly on her. Not that she'll get fired. Not that she'll get fired. This is not going to go to trial. It probably won't. I mean, the last case didn't go to trial. I don't think it did. It just got settled. So this is crazy. She's going to get money, but not 20 million. Absolutely, she's not going to get 20 million. But if she gets money, then this is crazy. This is crazy. I don't know what kind of bad luck Shannon Sharpe got, bro. I don't know. I personally think there are people after this dude from his village. I personally believe that there are people after this dude because it's not normal. I'm obviously being facetious, but this is not normal. It's not normal. It's not normal. You don't settle a $50 million lawsuit. Then a few weeks later, you get fired. And in the same week, you get hit with another lawsuit. Are you serious? And this ain't no $50,000, $100,000 lawsuit. 20 million. They're throwing around 10, 20 million like it's peanuts. Oh, just 10 million. Oh, just 5 million. Oh, just 10 million. Oh, just 10 million, 5 million. What? It's crazy. I am not happy to hear this story. There's nothing to take. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. I've never seen this in my life. I've never seen anything like what I'm seeing right now with Shannon Sharpe and media in general. She said Shannon Sharpe has settled multiple lawsuits in the past. Well, if he's done that, then that means that the guy has a history of doing this, which is crazy. It means the guy has he has a history of doing this. Now, I don't know this. I don't know what Shannon Sharpe's history is with women, but it's important that I say there's another lawsuit. Now, I don't know if some of y'all have heard this one, but we reported on this too. Let me just give you guys a quick update. Shannon Sharpe, Michelle Evans. So there's another lawsuit that maybe fell through the cracks. Maybe some of y'all are unaware of this, but there's another woman that accused Shannon Sharpe of some more things. So this is another article. So there may be another lawsuit. Now this is a real story because we already covered it. So I can't. It's too long. The link is too long. So there's another. Yes, this year. So there's another lawsuit. It says Shannon Sharpe's explosive legal defense on Michelle Evans. She tried to kill her husband to be with him. So this is another lawsuit. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but we already covered this. Okay, it says former NFL star and sports media personality Shannon Sharpe has formally responded to recent allegations involving two women with whom he has a past connections. In a detailed legal statement issued by his attorney, Mitchell Schuster, Sharpe categorically denies any wrongdoings and asserts that he is a victim of false accusations, character assassinations, and an attempted extortion scheme. So, for those of y'all who didn't know, allegations from Michelle Evans resurfaced. The first portion of this legal statement addresses renewed attention to claims made by Michelle Evans, which Sharpe's team describes as baseless and harmful. Schutzer contends that Evans once became fixated on Sharpe and later attempted to pursue legal action against him despite having no legal basis. So there's another lawsuit that's somewhere that has nothing to do with this story. If y'all want to figure it out, just Google Michelle Evans and Shannon Sharpe. Not the Michelle from the audio. We don't know who the hell that is. But go Google that story. Michelle Evans. So it's, I don't know, man. I don't know. 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 Exactly. Food, bro. Food. Food. A plate of food. They looking at dude like a Thanksgiving turkey dinner, bro. A plate of food. It's crazy. And this is why it never pays to be flexing all over the place. This is why it never pays. Bro, fellas, if y'all get y'all some money, be low key. Stop advertising to the world that, oh, you balling and you do it. Bro, you say you lining yourself up. You are literally lining yourself up. You thinking, oh, I'm flexing, I'm letting these girls know that okay. You better play it low key. You better make her if she thinks you broke, whatever. 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 You better get you a woman that tells you, baby, I don't think you need to buy that. You better get you one of those women. You better get you one of those. You lead with money, you end with money. You lead with money, you will end with money. Y'all better relax. These dudes be out here, oh man, I'm gonna show you my this and that. Okay. Yeah, man, I got this big deal coming up. He must have been pillow talking with, yeah, we got a big deal that's coming up. You know, we're gonna sign this. What? If you're not discussing that with your wife, you better shut up. But these dudes, y'all too love to flex and show off and, oh, I got this, I got what? Yo, this is what's happening. They're looking at some of these guys like walking ATM machine, like a walking ATM. He said the lawsuit Michelle Evans has been going on for 6 years, way before. Yes, correct. There's blood in the water, Dreamers Pro. They're coming. Yeah, appreciate the super chat. It's like a walking ATM. Walking ATM. So y'all better be careful. Some of y'all be stunting too much. Because in your mind, you're thinking, oh, I'm showing her that I'm a high value man. She's looking at you like, yo, bro, we got an ATM machine over here. And God forbid if you're famous. If you're famous, forget about it. Forget about it. If you're famous, bro, I don't understand. I don't understand, bro. I don't understand what is going on. Somebody said, what's going on? I just came into the live. I'm just going to read the title. I'm not going to read the whole article again. So this is a story. Emotional distress. Shannon Sharpe sued for $20 million after ESPN star ashamed woman over flirty vid with Usher and wrongfully said her husband left her. This is from The Sun. And then it just goes on to say Shannon Sharpe is being sued for $20 million. It then says in court documents exclusively obtained by the Sun, the woman, Jamalita Tillman, is suing Sharpe as well as his nightcap co-host, Chad Johnson, and the podcast production company, Shay Media. That's basically the gist of it. If you guys want to read it, I got the article pinned to the top. Y'all can go read it in detail. So she said Monique warned him and told him to get a wife. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that let me show y'all this video. All I know is that let me show y'all this video. This is why people don't feel sorry for Shannon Sharpe. Look at this video. 1 second. Let me pull up this video. Look at this video.
Sky Bree? Who that is? Oh. I do it. Hey, Sky, I mean, who is that? Who is that? Help me out. You know what I'm saying? She little something. She might be famous for vertical activity that she good at. She a hooper? Oh, yeah. Wow. Who she play for? Who she play for? She got her own little thing, Huh? You said, yo. Man, y'all need to stop, man. Y'all be on that bull jive, man. Hold on. Who she play for? Back in the day, she could have been on my team. She played for on her back. Those got real,
Fellas, this what we doing? This what we doing? Cat Williams warning Monique somewhere chilling, cracking her toes. Hold on, you said Monique somewhere chilling, cracking her toes. He did. That's a crazy visual. Monique somewhere chilling, cracking her toes, chilling. He did it to himself, bro. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say, bro. I don't know what to say, man. I just hope Shannon can get out of this thing in one piece, man. Because these lawsuits. If it's me, I'm gonna tell the judge I ain't got no money, man. I have no money. I have no money. I'm sorry, I have no money. It's like, I'm sorry, I have no money. I don't know what to tell you. I have no more money. Sorry, judge. What? Bro. Unc is not smart, man. Monique has been blackballed from the industry. Somebody say your channel is trash. Thanks for the views, though. I appreciate the views. Let me read through some of these comments. Now he trying to sick comparisons. Bring brother. Well, else again? Shannon Sharpe going to be broke. He going to lose all that money. I certainly hope not. Well, he has a chance. He has a money making machine, so the guy's making money. Put that money in the offshore account. I say Auntie Shay. They trying to break him because of that Cat Williams interview. Oh, Sky Bree, the P star. Damn, Unc. Okay, I'm just playing. They said these gold diggers running all shapes. He did it to himself. That's why you don't settle ever. 20 million is a lot to lose. Who knows? To lose though. Show anyway. So y'all heard the story, man. Appreciate you guys for being a part of the live. If we have any other updates, we'll definitely keep y'all posted on it. So this is the news, guys. Y'all have a good one. Catch you on the next one. Thanks. Peace.